It literally just started snowing like 30 seconds ago. I'm pissed. But to be honest, if we're trying to look at the positive side of things, and also I'm not wearing earrings, if we're trying to look at the positive side of things, at least I didn't have to brush snow off of my car, huh? So today's Valentine's Day. Not actually, but you know, for the purposes of this video, it's Valentine's Day. Basically, my premise is us single people need to stick together. Today we're gonna spend time doing self-care, self-love activities together. So it can kind of like take the edge off of being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not alone. Like, I have a friend, I have you, you have me. The first thing we're doing is going to the gym, which is why, sorry, no morning routine, but it's the same as always. Like, just watch my other video. I had to get out of the house as fast as humanly possible to get this show on the road. Let me do a quick gym bag haul. I've been procrastinating going to the gym because I've been off for a week because I was sick. And also I had giant blisters. I definitely couldn't run. I was gonna say running, but I couldn't run because I got giant blisters on my ankles from wearing Doc Martens to one concert. I wore them for like 3 hours. Oh my god. People who are like, they're the most comfortable shoes in the world, teach me your ways, because I honestly don't get it. Really and truly, they are not comfortable. I really like Doc Martens, but I don't wear them often because then I can't really wear any other shoes or like run or do anything that requires a lot of walking for like a week after at least. So I can only wear them like once every couple months because then I can handle it for the week after. But I can't handle it. I've actually been going crazy. Oh, I almost forgot. I was gonna do a gym bag haul. Pink Monster? Pink pre-workout. This pink is not the Rosa though. It's the strawberry one, which is infinitely better. They did so good. It doesn't taste like strawberries, but it's better. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is the sun came out. That's what I'm talking about. The bad news is I have a waxing appointment in like 30 minutes, which I forgot about. I thought it was at 1:30, but turns out it's at 1:15, which is kind of ironic because like Valentine's Day video, waxing, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I didn't plan it like that. Like, today's not really Valentine's Day when I'm recording. It just was my 6-week mark. So I'll take you guys to my waxing appointment and then we'll go, you know what? We'll go to Michael's after to see what kind of Valentine stuff they got cooking up. We better get going. You have no idea how fast I showered to get to this freaking waxing appointment. Oh no, don't connect. I just basically had a therapy session with my waxing lady about routines, basically, and kind of opening yourself up to new experiences. You know, like prioritizing your routine and the mundane and doing your boring cleaning tasks over spending time with people you love. I just thought that was a little interesting tidbit I'd like to share. She's not a therapist. She's from Russia. She's so slay. I love her. Nothing like having your legs spread open to get you to be vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think all therapists should also become waxing ladies. So now we're gonna get a little reward. We're gonna go to Michael's. I want to see what kind of Valentine's stuff they have because I am having a Galentine's thing event with my friends, but it's gonna be like after Valentine's Day because, you know, some of them have boyfriends. And then we have 2 more things to do on the list before the day is done, and that's nails. One of them is nails, and the other one is a surprise, actually, because I don't know if it's gonna work out. I did end up going to Michael's and took a quick stop in the decor aisle, but all their Valentine's Day stuff was just expensive and honestly ugly, and so I just went home and made myself a yogurt bowl. Now that's what I'm talking about. What is the chef's kiss? Yeah. Okay, the secret thing that I'm doing today is making boba. And for some reason I decided to do it from scratch. And I made the dough yesterday. It turned out, like, I came out with some little, like, I only made enough for me. And then now I have to boil them. There's water here. I don't know if you can, now you can see, but I have to crouch. That's okay, I'll pretend I'm short. Apparently they have to cook for like 30 minutes, which I didn't know. Ready? And I have to wait for them to float. The only time I really remember doing anything for Valentine's Day was in high school with my best friend. Had recently had a breakup, and so we decided to go for bubble tea, which I had never had before, and that was my first time trying bubble tea. I've only had it like maybe 2 other times since then, but I really associate bubble tea with Valentine's Day for some reason, so I was like, why not make my own? And then after I bought, hang on, it was only after I bought this giant bag of tapioca starch that I realized that you could just buy frozen or like pre-made boba, like tapioca balls. I don't actually know the terminology. I found out afterwards that you could just buy them and then cook them. And I think that would have been way easier, but for some reason I decided that I was gonna make them from scratch. So here we are. And they are floating. They are floating. So, I mean, I guess I just have to leave this for another half hour and then we'll see how that turns out. But in the meantime, we're gonna do our nails. Oh, it worked. Okay, I had to reformat my memory card, but it's nail time. Having a poppy. This flavor, I can really take it or leave it. It's pink though, strawberry, so I thought that would be nice for Valentine's Day. I've already done the boring part, which is the base. I just did like a clear nude situation. It's the Chiarosky Renewed. I hate it. I hate Chiarosky. Really, their nail polish sucks. My goal for nails is gonna be like a chrome heart situation. I'll put a picture of my idea like this, but red, and then I'm gonna put chrome powder. So here's my, red chrome powder. I don't know if this is really gonna be a tutorial. Maybe I'll show you one nail and then I'm just gonna be silent. There's a new Sad Boys podcast episode out, so I'm gonna watch that and be in silence. I'll show you the first nail that I do, how to do it, just in case you decide you want to. You're gonna need one of these. You could probably use a toothpick, but this is a dotting tool. This is how I like to do it. I actually am technically trained in doing nails. This is how I do it. Definitely not the only way to do it. But I think it's the easiest way. I guess this is a tutorial. I wasn't gonna do a tutorial, but I guess we're doing a tutorial. You wanna make sure whatever base color you're using, you put top coat. Or if you're not using base color, you don't really need it. You can do it on bare nails too. But I wanted to have like a base color so that there's more like strength. So take the bigger end of the whatever tool you're using, and you're gonna make 2 dots that are gonna be the top of the heart. And then take the smaller end and just drag them towards the middle to make a V. You can also play around a little bit with it if you want, so that it's more of a heart. I'm gonna cure it, 30 seconds. Okay, once it's dry, this is the fun part. You're gonna need the chrome powder, and then just pat it first and then rub it in over the heart. Once it's all in there, you're gonna take top coat and you're only gonna put it over the heart. Okay, this is the important part. So cure that. So now here's the fun part. Alcohol and a cotton pad, and then we just wipe it off. And then only the heart is chrome. So now I'm gonna repeat it 9 more times. It's the next day, but I'm wearing the same sweater for continuity's sake. I finished my iced coffee, but you know what I haven't finished is my boba recipe. So we're gonna do that now. And plus I wanted to film kind of like an outro situation with daylight. So, okay, I honestly really think I fucked them up so badly that I'm genuinely afraid to try them. This feels like a biohazard. Like, look at these motherfuckers. Who is gonna tell me that you have to boil boba, well, tapioca pearls, 2 times? So the first time in water, and the second time in like a water sugar mixture, which is like the syrup that they keep them in at the store. I kept them in the water only because, things to do, places to be. They are like kind of translucent. That's why they look disgusting. And they're huge. I don't know why, but I made them really big. Anyway, so I've kept them in the juice so they don't get stuck together or whatever. I'm gonna boil them in sugar water. And then I'm just gonna make tea, milk. Actually, I don't even have milk. Maybe I'm just gonna try them on their own because I don't know what to do anymore. I'm afraid. Oh my God, focus. I put my boba in the sugar water. I'm gonna show you. They look so disgusting. I don't actually know how long they're supposed to cook for, but I guess until it reduces. This is my final scene. I put them in a little container. We're gonna try them. I'm genuinely afraid. I took them out once they started changing color. So like they kind of look right, I guess. They're really big though. And then they also started getting these little specks in them, which I think is just like air bubbles. Like, I don't know if you can really see. Oh! Anyway, we're gonna try them. They kind of smell like, I guess they smell like tapioca. That's what it's made out of. Before I try these boba, I just want to have a little real talk with you. And thank you for spending today with me. It was fun. I hope you had fun as well. Valentine's Day can bring up a lot of hard emotions for a lot of people, especially if you're single or you recently got out of a relationship. So I think it's just important to remember that Valentine's Day was invented by the media. It's a day about love. Love for who? They didn't specify. We made it about your partner, romantic partner. But it could also just be about yourself, your friends, your parents. I would love to make one of those little Valentine's baskets for my partner, but I don't have one. But I thought it would be fun to make it for my parents instead, or for my friends. If you don't have parents or friends, I'm sure you have someone in your life who's important to you, your pastor, I don't know why I said pastor. And if you don't, yeah, you do, because you have yourself. I think I've said this in a video before, but you're the only person who's guaranteed to stay with you for the rest of your life. So, you know, it's important to treat yourself nicely and date yourself and treat yourself like you would a partner. Whatever, that's my little advice tidbit. Hope that makes sense to you. Well, I've been putting it off long enough. We're gonna try the boba. Let me try a small one because I'm afraid. They're so fucking big. I wonder if I just made gummies by accident. I mean, the texture is a little bit off, but it doesn't taste bad. Like, I don't know if it tastes like boba, to be honest, because I've never had tapioca pearls. I think these are a little too soft. The texture is definitely off, like I did something wrong, but they don't taste bad. Thank you for joining me today. We did a lot of fun things. You know, it can be hard to love yourself. It can be hard to show yourself the love you would show to someone else, but I hope this video inspired you to at least give it a try for one day. What have you got to lose? And I will see you soon.
I bet you don't know when my birthday is.
Your birthday is April 17th, your favorite color is dusty rose, and you go to bed every night at 10 o'clock, except on
Valentine's Day.
when you go to bed at 8:30, because, and I quote,
Valentine's Day.
is a holiday invented by the media.
It is!